Hello student. Today my topic is forfeiture of share. In this module, I will discuss how the company forfeit the shares of the shareholder. This is the company, and if a shareholder does not pay his call on its due date, the company has the right to give the proper notice, and after giving the proper notice, company can cancel the membership and forfeit the share. शेयर को जब्त कर सकती है, मेंबरशिप कैंसिल हो जाएगी, and company can remove the name of the shareholder from the member register also. So company demand the money in installment. If any shareholder does not pay his allotment money or calls, the company have the right, and these provisions will be mentioned in the company article of association. But sometimes if there is no provision regarding this in article of association, then table F of Company Act 2013 Schedule 1 will be applied. So how the company forfeit this share? The shareholder who pay the money to the company, that is the profit of the company. And the amount which company has been received from the shareholder, that will be forfeited, and it is the profit of the company. If a person apply for the share, he have to pay all the money, all the calls on its due date or proper date. So this concept is called forfeiture of share. How the entry will be done, I will tell you one by one. First, when company forfeit the share, that is the forfeiture entry. If share issued at par, first, when share issued at par, when shares originally issued at par means 10 rupees share issued at 10 rupees share, no profit, no loss, that is par. In that case, first entry, for example, 10 rupees share and final call is not received, or you can say first call is not received or allotment is not received, the company have the right in that case to demand for these pending calls, but shareholder does not pay, so company have the right. And company give the proper notice, 14 days notice, and warning letter also sometime, and you can say pass a resolution in the meeting, then they can forfeit the share. So first entry, when they forfeit the share, that will be share capital account debit, share capital account debit to share allotment account to share first call account to share second call account. That is the called up money जो अब तक मांगा है, not received by the company, not received. The only application money is received. In that case, share forfeiture account. This is the received amount. Or you can say that is a profit. ये company का profit है. This is the profit. So this is the entry. First entry, forfeiture of share. If the person pay the application and allotment money, then allotment money here, this line will be deleted and it will be added in the amount of forfeiture. If a person pay the first call also, in that case, two lines deleted from this, and that will be added in the forfeiture account, and profit will be increased in that case. For example, 10 rupees shares, only 8 called up, so here only 8 called up. In that case, second call deleted from here because it is not called by the company. We have to say what amount called by company, called up money, that will be debited here. What amount is not given by the shareholder, not received by the company, credit, credit, credit. It is also credit, it is received. जो नहीं दिया, जो दे चुका है, जो दे चुका है कंपनी का प्रॉफिट है, जो नहीं दिया वो डिफॉल्टर है. ओके, सो दिस इज द forfeiture entry. Okay, if share issued at premium, when share issued at premium, in that case this entry will be changed. Here if premium is not received, then premium will be debited, and here with premium not received. Where the premium is exists, it is on allotment, it is on calls, it is on applications. If it is on application, it is already received by the company, because application all members they become the member after giving the application money. So there is no default of application money. It may be allotment, it may be first call, it may be a second call. So in the case of security premium, it will be treated later on. First I want to how to reissue these shares. Reissue of these shares. Reissue. Three cases are there: at par, at discount, at premium. Okay, three cases are there. Premium. Three cases. First par, discount, then premium. Right? So at par, what is the entry? Bank account debit to share capital account. Next, discount. When forfeited share issued at discount less than 10, less than face value. Okay, that is discount. And discount will be given this amount, from this amount, profit, this amount. Okay, so in that case, bank account debit, share forfeiture account debit to share capital. Right? This one. If this forfeited share issued at premium more than face value, then this entry will be there. Bank account debit to share capital account to security premium, SPR, security premium reserve account. Okay, so these three cases, and whatever applied, you use that. Okay, if it is at par, this one; if at a discount, this one; if it is at premium, this one. Right? It is compulsory entry, and it is given in the question. If, then it will be held here: at par, at discount, at premium. Two entries are there, and third entry, that is transfer to capital reserve. Transfer to capital reserve, how you do the entry transfer to capital reserve? This is a compulsory entry, forfeiture entry. This is reissue three case: at par, at discount, at premium. Okay. Now, how to transfer in capital reserve? Third entry, that is transfer to capital reserve. Transfer to capital reserve. Third entry, that is transfer to capital reserve. Okay, transfer to capital reserve में क्या एंट्री करेंगे? That is share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account. Okay, and how you calculate that amount? Capital reserve is equal to amount of forfeiture, or you can say profit. This profit, amount of profit, you can say profit divided by forfeited shares into reissued share. Reissued share. Okay. Then if any discount, we can subtract any discount at the time of reissue. अगर reissue के टाइम को डिस्काउंट होगा, अभी मैंने एंट्री कराई थी सेंटर वाली एंट्री, उसमें डिस्काउंट था, that will be deducted from here. Okay, and we can calculate the proportionate amount. What share we reissue, that amount will be calculated here. So capital reserve amount you can calculate profit upon forfeited share into reissued share minus any discount. For example, profit is 10,000, forfeited share is 1,000, reissued 600. Okay, like this. 6,000. If I discount 1,200, that is 4,800. That will be the capital reserve. This is the example. You can calculate the capital reserve like this. Okay. So at last I want to tell you about premium also. When share issued at premium, then this entry will be changed here. Security premium reserve account will be debited in that case when premium is not received. If premium is received, ignore it. If premium is not received, then debited it. Not received amount of premium, that will be considered here. And here share allotment with premium, if any, with premium, right? This is the change when share issued at premium. In the case of forfeiture, if originally share issued at premium, we have to see this thing. If amount of premium is received, then case will be same as at par. If the shareholder does not pay the premium, or you can say company not receive the premium, in that case security premium reserve account will be debited. Keep in mind, security premium reserve account will be debited, and that portion which that company not received, that will be debited. If premium is more than calls, for example, application allotment, first call, second call, what amount of premium is not received, that will be debited. The amount received, that will be ignored. Okay, so we can keep in mind, if premium default is there, then it will be debited. Only that amount will be debited which is not received by the company. So I think you can understand this concept, forfeiture of share, and you can do the practice. You can do any question. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.